the Telosians. The Renaissance. We are happy to see you again, dear children of Earth. Today we will speak to you about the evolution of your humanity. Currently, you see only sad, heavy, violent events, and so on. As we have often told you, you are living through an extraordinary transition in the evolution of your earthly being's consciousness. For this to happen, it is important that the old be swept away, erased, to make room for renewal, for the Renaissance. What kind of Renaissance? You might ask. How can we be reborn into something more peaceful, more serene? We will tell you this. A very long time ago in Earth's history, the first human beings, who did not physically resemble you, were beings of pure light and pure love. They lived in an era when the primordial energy resided on the surface of planet Earth. The primordial energy embodied in these first humans made your planet shine. Everything that composed it, the mineral, vegetable, and animal kingdoms, was of great beauty. But this beauty, this diversity, aroused the envy of many galactic beings who desired to possess it, along with this magnificent power to create life. Because, at that time, the primordial humans could create for themselves any experience they desired, whether for themselves or to create landscapes, new animal races, and so on. Thus, they became the object of desire for beings from other planets, who themselves lived in a state of great duality. The rest of the story you know. The pure human being gradually transformed, genetically, into the being you know now. Why do we tell you this story? Simply, because we are returning to the Renaissance. How is that possible, you might ask? We will tell you. In the life of humanity on Earth, still deeply anchored within your beings, there is this spark of pure light and pure love. Even though humanity has degenerated from the primordial humanity, the source desire that you keep this magnificent light of love within you, because it asks only to re-emerge, it asks only to be reborn in your humanity, in each one of you. That is why we speak of Renaissance. Because you, Earthlings, will gradually be reborn into what you were in the primordial times on Earth. Of course, we know you will say, "Oh, they are telling us stories, it's impossible, given what is happening in our countries." And yet, dear children of Earth, even if events will shake you in the times to come, in the months to come, you will be reborn into the reality of what you are, beings of pure light. The transition you are living is sometimes suffocating for many of you. It is difficult and you do not always understand it. And yet, it is necessary. It is the purification that will wash you, purify you, and free you from all the duality that currently oppresses you. Do not doubt that light and sweet serenity will gradually establish themselves in your humanity. We ask you to have faith in life, to have faith in what is happening on your magnificent planet. Welcome all of this with love, because the more love you offer to all these events around you, the faster everything will calm down and become peaceful. We have often told you that the new Earth is approaching you. We would rather say that you are approaching the new Earth, the one that will bring you back into the world of peace, light, kindness, and respect. We return to the theme of the new Earth because it is important that you understand that humanity's ultimate goal is to experience it in the near future. As you know, everything depends on you, on your desire to live these moments of beauty and respect among yourselves. We want to speak to you about this because the more you understand that everything originates from you, from your thoughts, your words, and your acts of kindness, the faster humanity will be reborn into primordial human life. Have trust in yourselves, our dear brothers and sisters of Earth. You are creators of your personal lives, but also, and above all, creators of the happy life of your humanity and your wonderful planet. We love you and wish you peace and serenity in your hearts. February's Ascension energies. Being connected, be blessed. As your world increases its intensity in different ways, you continue to see deeply rooted freedom of information and experience rising to the surface. Disconnecting fear as you strengthen your creative love channel, you are called to continue focusing appropriately on your life and your passions. What happens in the field of information carries deep patterns of harm interacting with deep patterns of desire. Confusion, distraction, fear, etc. are the control mechanisms that inhibit the core of love which aligns you with life. And yet, in the invisible, you know that disconnection is the illusion of physicality. When you maintain your inner connection with love, you align with the subtle engine of creation. You align with the potentials that love offers you. You align with your divine birthright to creative power. This is your natural Christ form. Cycles of change as a connected being in the density of the separation experience, you are navigating the integration of opposites. You understand the invisible connection, love, that nurtures form in the physical. You travel the personal and collective journey, the opposite of self and all else, a necessary integration in this density. Every moment seems like one or the other. You discern the separate within the understanding of the cyclical engine of opposites united by your powerful consciousness. There may be moments when the release cycle occurs. Now the situation is hurtling out of control. What many have forcibly ingested and many have swallowed is causing nausea. Weak bonds must dissolve as a new form aligns with the maximum strength possible at that moment. Is it love or submission? Is it power or empowerment? Simply let the release happen while cultivating awareness that life rebalances through time via the ways of love. You may have moments when you encounter the support cycle. It requires a response to the immediate needs of the balancing of life's body. There is mental, emotional, and physical support to maintain the wider flow. Your connected, spiritual nature is aligned, alive, and amplified. What you are truly supporting is your personal creative power to be the love that life is. It is unique in every moment of time. You may have time to experience the creation cycle. What is born with every thought, action, and breath is life through you. Your actions activate potentials that release into new trajectories. What holds form also announces form. You help form to shape. You are the divine. You shape your life to be so full of love within you that all that is released fertilizes the growth of love through time. Connecting love, you have been prepared for these moments of the birth of love in a new form. You have chosen to witness the blessing of the density shift. Despite there being details and distractions, it is a natural flow. There will be contractions that will ultimately give birth to new forms. There will be refractions that will redirect their path. In essence, you are supported by universal connection. All that you have been and will be is connected to love. Liftoff, we are now truly in a state of accelerated ascension, as very powerful solar flares are occurring. This energy is flowing and will continue to do so, becoming even more potent, amplified by the seventh central sun of illumination, which now activates more dormant faculties in our souls, while our bodies become fuller of light. Indeed, we are now like a space rocket that has ignited its engines and is ready for full liftoff. In fact, it has already succeeded in penetrating Earth's stratospheres and, in the rocket stage, detached from the vehicle that launched it into space. By now, nothing is as it seems. What still appears solid is not. What appears as chaos and tumult is simply the liberation and dissolution of the past, in all its previous manifestations, resurfacing so that we can now collectively let it all go, without judgment, without shame, without guilt or blame. Consider it a soul experiment that no longer has any impact on your soul, unless you choose to play the same old roles again and reenact the same old movies with the same old actors. Those movies have now all been cosmically archived and sealed forever. Yes, there are those souls who starred in old movies, who will desperately try to revive them, but they will not succeed. Those no longer exist. Do not let yourself be pulled into their illusion. With this soul depth, your soul feels a new freedom. Something within you that you still cannot name, that you cannot express in words, because what the soul knows and experiences cannot be conveyed by any human language or words. Sound, yes. Vibrations and frequencies can, and the more you tune in cosmically, the less you desire to use empty words. Silence speaks louder than words. As you become more attuned, cosmically aware and conscious, and firmly anchored in the space of your heart and soul, and within this space, your co-creative abilities, dormant faculties, cosmic knowledge begin to emerge. You simply know things. You had no idea they existed within you. You access multidimensionality and learn to navigate infinite space. It's time to take cosmic wave surfing lessons. And it is right here that the ability to ride waves of cosmic updates and changes resides, and it can be truly exhilarating once you get the hang of it. And how? With much love. Judith Babaji's message. Just have fun, veracity, devotion, and perseverance. These are the qualities that matter now, at the end of the great cycle and the beginning of a new era. For humanity, there is nothing more important now than listening to and following one's inner voice. JJK. What if I cannot hear my inner voice clearly, or if foreign entities impersonate my inner voice? Babaji. Then work on this issue until you have clarity, until you are certain, until you can distinguish your voice from foreign whispers. It's simple, you just have to do it and not let setbacks and mistakes unsettle you. Enlightenment is part of the path. JJK. What strikes me is that so many people practice spiritual exercises, but in doing so lose sight of life's joy of fun. With the goal of enlightenment in mind, they do not see the flowers along the way. The journey is the destination, they say, but what if people don't even perceive the journey itself? Personally, I'm not interested in enlightenment. What matters to me is living. Living my life, because the journey itself is what is interesting. I will reach the destination anyway. Isolating oneself from life, from experience, spending more time in the meditation room, focused on enlightenment, than in the world, among people, is, in my opinion, a misguided path. Babaji. It is a mistake for someone who has already experienced detours. Enlightenment is a goal for those who wish to bid farewell to life without having lived it. Enlightenment happens after having lived, and it happens on its own. Enlightenment does not happen only at the destination, but is part of the journey. JJK, wow! Now some readers will be breathless. Babaji. And they will dive deep, examining themselves until they find the key to a fulfilling life and enlightenment. Both are connected and have nothing to do with predetermined concepts or even self-mortification. Enlightenment is a gift from God, granted to those who have lived and proven themselves worthy of it. Path of joy. Live, rejoice, and have fun. Do not cut yourself off any longer from what makes life enjoyable. Suffering, pain, and renunciation are mistaken religious concepts that drive people away from abundance. JJK, fun, is a word with a different meaning from the word joy. So, are we granted rather trivial fun on the spiritual path? Babaji. Fun and wit will give you wings and joy will make you fly. Fun is your birthright, wit is innate, laughter lightens your heart, takes weight off your soul, and brings lightness to life. Just have fun. JJK. And joy? Babaji. It is the light in your heart, so that the soul can breathe and love. The spiritual path is a path of joy. Anything else means being lost. God knows you and blesses you. It is time to accept all gifts. Because fun, wit, humor, and joy have been inherent in humanity since the beginning of time. God's grace is omnipresent on earth, and in God's grace you are safe. Saint Germain. The new energies arriving on earth. I am Saint Germain, keeper of the violet flame. You are welcoming more and more energies of alignment and ascension, while others around you are awakening to the truth of who they truly are. You are making enormous progress on earth, and this is true regardless of how it may seem to you. Of course, you wish to trust in the wonderful unfolding of this ascension of human consciousness. The energies that are arriving at this moment are coming to support you in this and to allow everything to be as it is in your world. You must also accept the help that is coming, just as those who are asleep and awakening must accept that the world is a very different place from what they once thought it was. Just as your friends, family, neighbors, and co-workers must accept being source energy beings masked as human beings, you too must accept this ascension and how it unfolds. You may want to think you know exactly what will happen and how the ascension will occur, and you may believe certain things must happen for humanity to ascend, but I want to invite you to let all of that go because your higher selves know what the best way is for you to live that experience. As individuals, you must let go of any story telling you that you must perfect yourselves to ascend, and it also serves all of you to let go of the idea that many natural disasters, much chaos and collapses are necessary to ascend. Trust the process that is before you at this moment and know that you are bringing yourselves into a place you have never been before on Earth. You are 8 billion people incarnated at this moment, and humanity is raising its collective consciousness to a level never reached before. This is a very significant event, with many moving parts, and all you can do as an individual is play your part. Do what you can do and do not worry about all the details you cannot control. You are guided at every moment. All day, every day you receive guidance that you can follow, and by following it you become someone who can live a smooth and seamless ascension journey. And by following your inner guidance, you can also be certain that you will be of great value to others and help them along their ascension path. But you do not always have to know what you will do tomorrow, next week, next year, or in the next 5 years. Relax and trust that this is all proceeding according to an overall plan for ascension. And yes, you can and you will, and there will be a different overall plan on that timeline, but you will always be taken care of. You will always be loved and assisted, and the energies that are arriving at this moment are helping you and everyone else, and if you let them in and let the energies do what they do, you can benefit greatly from being there at this moment, even if you might look around and say, things are far from perfect here on Earth. Don't worry. All of us in the non-physical have the situation under control. Take care of yourselves. Drink plenty of water, be mindful, help others when you can, and enjoy this ascension journey that is happening and will continue to happen, no matter what. I am Saint Germain, keeper of the violet flame.